Good evening and welcome everyone joining us online on Facebook and in person here at the Fairview. In our careers as architects and in the architectural fraternity, we don't often or all share our work on a regular basis. These awards offer a platform to share the outcomes of the complex, sometimes tricky relationships we navigate in order to realize our projects and to measure our global standing on our own terms. I'm therefore honored to open this year's Corobrik Sire Award ceremony, recognizing the worthy recipients of the National Awards of Merit and Excellence in Architecture.
The Sire Awards are an important event in the South African architectural calendar. They are an opportunity to recognize and celebrate excellence in a profession that has a profound impact in shaping our homes, neighborhoods, and cities and adding value to our daily lives.
Let me start with a misquote from George Orwell's Animal Farm. Face brick good, paint bad. I'm often asked as to why Corobrik continues to get involved in events with Sire and these awards in particular. And I think the glib response always is that there's an opportunity for Corobrik to give back to the industry and the profession. And as I say, I think that's a little bit of a glib answer, and I would like to think that our involvement is not just about giving back, but is part of our belief, our collective belief, both the profession and Corobrik, in excellence. To all of you this evening, whose efforts we celebrate, I say well done, and I beg of you, please keep demanding of yourselves and all those around you to carry on to reach continued improvement and these high levels of excellence that we honor tonight. Thank you very much.
What I have experienced and engaged was, it's not only the structure of the built environment, is how you work with space in between. That is part of the architectural genius. And what happens in the homestead space, in the entertainment space, in the whatever we call spirituality space, that gives value and meaning to our lives.
Right now, we are in the presentation of commendation section of our program.
We will be proceeding to the next item on our program, the presentation of the Awards of Merit. And I can assure you these were not easy choices to make.
We are now going to present the Awards of Excellence. To do so, I would like to call Professor Miriam Osman to present the Award for Excellence and ask that Corabric CEO Mr. Nick Booth join her on stage to hand over the awards.
So the first award for excellence goes to Jewel City by Gas Architecture Studio. Oggy Showroom by C76 Architecture. Ode to Oak Pavilion by Rebel Base Collective. 250 Buitengracht Street, Cape Town by Team Architects. Westbury Transformation and Development Centre by Ntsika Architects. Another award of excellence goes to House Straw, Additions, Alterations and Pool House by Len Jobert. The next award for excellence goes to House Campbell by Michael Lumbi Architecture. Final award of excellence goes to the Onyx, Jewel City by Gas Architecture Studio.
Well, that was fun. A marathon rather than a sprint. We've come to the end of this evening's program. Thank you for your attention and presence. Good night.
I think the SIA Awards are really fantastic at this level, and it's been quite humbling to be here and see the quality of the work. And I think it's a major driver for an inspiration for us to work harder and to drive the architectural envelope further. So thank you.
Yeah, I think it's an opportunity for people to share their work, and it builds a culture, and there's an amazing group of people working in South Africa. So I don't think our work is showcased enough, really.
There is an identity to South African architecture. Our stuff is different than the architecture of the rest of the world.
I'm really pleased with receiving this award, particularly because the work that we do is really focused on social and spatial justice, and I think this project really exemplifies how architecture can make a difference within communities. The other projects that were submitted were all of such an excellent standard, and it really is amazing to be counted among such amazing architects within our country today.
The big thing for us is to be honoured by our peers is immense, and to have projects that we truly believe in and efforts and things in there that we strive to be and design for the people in South Africa, is to be honoured for that, not only from like property owners or anything like that, but from our peers. I think that just is immensely, we are immensely proud of that.
It's great that SIA has continued their awards of merit, and it's really brilliant to have the sponsorship from Corabric, who have really been behind architectural awards for many years in this country.
I would encourage architects to enter these awards and to really push yourself to get to buildings that can enter awards. No matter what the scale is or the size or type of building, awards seem to be shifting and recognizing different types and scales and sizes and styles of architecture.
So I definitely think there's value in an award like this. I think particularly from a marketing point of view, it is great to be able to advertise yourself as winning an award for a particular project.
And I must add that, it's also inspiring. We've spoken about it. Coming to a national event and a national award ceremony inspires us, because you kind of get exposed to everything that's going around South Africa on a national level, and we kind of leave coming back to Port Elizabeth, our city, inspired to continue the discourse of good architecture.
The bodies of work were varied, I think, is the first thought that comes to mind, in terms of it was everything from renovations and additions all the way through to major housing projects, high-rise housing projects. But what came across very clearly to me is that the architectural profession is far from dead, and the architectural profession is making a huge contribution to the new South Africa. It's been an amazing evening this evening with some really spectacular winners, and it's the kind of innovation and creativity that we like to see in terms of pushing the boundaries and improving the built environment in South Africa.